Let me preface this video by saying that I am a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Savior. And having acknowledged that, and acknowledged that God made everything, including the earth and all that is within it, that certain things within this earth may possibly be tools or items that God has placed here for us to take advantage of. So, I had seen videos over the years of my long life of crystals, gemstones, smudging things with burning different herbs and things. I've been aware of it. And recently at work, one of the new doctors was talking to me about the stones that he carries in his pocket. And he pulled them out and I looked at them, and right away I saw one of them that I thought was really pretty. And he said, "You're drawn to that stone, it's speaking to you." And he said that he's been studying for many, many years. He is a great believer in the stones' properties, their values, and that they speak to people based on what the person is in need of. So he said to me, "What is it that you have in your life that's your goal or a dream?" I said, "I don't have any more goals and I don't have any dreams." I said that I had one, but I finally have recently come to the realization that it will never happen. And he said, "What was that?" And I said, "It's the dream of a house in the country." And I said, and as soon as I say it, I can see it. I can see the field behind it. I can see a barn behind the house. I can see trees. I can see the green grass. And he said, "Why are you saying that you'll never have that dream? Why won't that come true?" And I said, "Because my financial situation, as everybody that follows me knows, 3 years ago, I was jobless and took a job that pays half of what the income I previously had was. So it became a struggle to learn how to pay bills, to cut out basically frivolities of any kind, and learn how to pay my bills and adapt to this new income, which included getting rid of a lot of things that I used to have. One of them, of course, was cable, but that's neither here nor there. So he said to me that the only reason the dream isn't going to come true is because I no longer believed in it. And I said, "Well, I think rationally." And he said, "Sometimes you have to think beyond that," which, of course, is an explanation of faith. Anybody who thinks with faith is not thinking rationally. You're thinking in terms of believing in something you cannot see. So he said, "You should draw that picture of the house." And I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I can. It's an interesting concept. But he said, "Draw it and look at it every day and say to that picture, 'You're going to be mine. You're going to be mine.'" And I said, "But the income, it's ridiculous." I said, "I can barely afford to pay bills now, and then try to come up with an idea in my mind of this farm that I see." And he said, "You don't know how that could get to be." He said, "It could be in many ways." He said, "Maybe somebody who knows you, they might pass away and leave it to you in a will," or I said, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." But anyway, before this gets too far out of the realm of what I want this video for, he said that I should look at the stones. He said the stones are interested in you. And he said with that I picked the blue one, which he said was turquoise, and I can't remember right now what turquoise stands for. But he said, where do you see yourself in your life? And I said, "It's funny you should say that, because that's a question that's been on my mind for the past couple of months." And he said, "And so what is the question?" I said, "I raised my son. I spent a lot of years doing that by myself, and then came the grandchildren, and I spent a lot of more years being involved in their life and trying to help with them in any way that I could." And I said, and it just recently became apparent to me, my son is living his own life. He still needs me. The grandkids have friends in their own lives, and they don't really see me anymore. Not like I used to. And suddenly I realized I'm all alone. Or at least in my mind, that's how I feel. So my thought is, what am I supposed to do with the rest of my life? And he said, to go online to a place that sells stones, go through look at the array of stones, and see if there's anything that jumps out at you that you find attractive. He said, because that will be the stones that are speaking to you. And I thought, you know what the heck, why not? So the following is the stones that I picked that I thought were speaking to me. And I was pretty surprised by what it said each one does. And then after that, I had heard about the smudging, which is a lot of people do it with white sage. He said, as you walk around with your white sage and it's smoking, you take the feather and you kind of waft the smoke. Make sure to get in the corners, he said, because evil lurks in the corners. And I was like, he said, evil/negativity. So I just kind of went around the house and every corner, in the closet, everything. And I said, I dispel any negativity, any unhealthiness. I dispel all of it from my home. And I like the smell of white sage, I'll tell you that. Do I think that it did anything? I don't really know. But I have a pleasant kind of a feeling since I did it. And so today's video is, I just wanted to show you what I got. And that's about it, I guess. So if you want to try it, try it. I'm not going to say that it does anything or it doesn't do anything. But I found it interesting. And I found that there are a lot of other people who also find this interesting. So here's my stones and my little smudge kit and where I got it from. This is a tiger eye stone, and it is for clear vision. This is rhodochrosite, and it is for unconditional love. This is labradorite, and it is helpful in times of conflict and change and can put things into perspective. This is purple copper turquoise, and it promotes empathy, wisdom, and forthrightness. And this is where I got my smudge kit, which includes the sage, white sage bundles, the abalone shell, and feather with the buffalo bone bead. And it's Whispering Wind Shop. And she's got great stuff at a really nice price. And you can see I already used my abalone shell because it's got a burn mark in it. If you want to order something, I suggest you check out her page. I provided all the information there. The stones I actually found on eBay.